When discussing the foreign communities that shaped ancient Rome, the Greeks often received the most attention, followed by Jews and Egyptians. Yet by the height of the Roman Empire, one of the largest, wealthiest and most influential immigrant populations in the city came from the Roman province of Syria, a region that in antiquity included parts of modern Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Palestine, and southeastern Turkey. The Syrian community left a profound impact on Roman society, influencing religion, commerce, language, food, fashion, and even imperial politics. Their presence was so significant that by the 3rd century AD, Rome was ruled by emperors whose mothers came from prominent Syrian priestly families. Syrians were drawn to Rome for multiple reasons: international trade and business opportunities, military service and settlement after discharge, religious leadership and priesthoods, administrative and financial careers, slavery, followed by upward mobility after manumission. Syria was one of the most prosperous and urbanized parts of the empire, with wealthy cities such as Antioch, Palmyra, Emesa, and Damascus, making its migrants highly skilled and culturally sophisticated. Although Rome never had legal segregation, Syrian communities tended to settle near the Porta Capena Gate and around the Aventine Hill, close to trade routes and to the Tiber River. This became something of an informal Syrian district, filled with shops and warehouses, controlled by Eastern merchants, restaurants and bakeries specializing in Levantine cuisine, housing for sailors, traders, and religious officials, shrines dedicated to Syrian gods. As controllers of the spice, silk, incense, perfume, and luxury goods trade, Syrians held enormous commercial influence. Perhaps the height of Syrian influence came with the Severan dynasty, especially Julia Domna, empress, wife of Septimius Severus from Emesa Elagabalus, teenage high priest of Elagabal, who became Emperor Severus Alexander, another emperor of Syrian heritage. Elagabalus attempted to make Elagabal the chief god of Rome, shocking traditional Roman elites, but demonstrating the power of the Syrian community. Rome absorbed much from Syrian culture: chickpeas, sesame, pistachios, dates, honey pastries, flatbreads, and spiced stews became fashionable. Syrian concerts, dancing, and colourful festive clothing were so popular that satirists like Juvenal complained Rome felt like a foreign city. Greek remained the lingua franca, but Syrian traders brought Aramaic, Phoenician, and local dialects into the streets of Rome. Many Syrians became translators and scribes. Silk garments, embroidered robes, and bright dyes spread from Syrian workshops into the wardrobes of the elite. Unlike many immigrant populations in antiquity, Syrians could, and often did, rise to the very top. Syrian freedmen became wealthy merchants and property owners. Syrian priests became political power brokers. Syrian soldiers became commanders. Syrian families entered the aristocracy. By the 3rd century AD, it was clear that Rome depended on the talent, money, and cultural vitality of the Syrian community. The Syrians of ancient Rome were not outsiders looking in. They were fully integrated forces that reshaped the capital and influenced everything from religion to economics to imperial politics.